Okay, first video, first attempt. We'll give this a go. We'll get started in a couple of seconds. We're going to march on the spot for 30 seconds. Have your hands in a prayer position. Just helps to push your palms together. Just keep your arms tense. Oh, one of my legs. Good start. Get your knees up. I'll have to keep moving my hands because my watch face goes off. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now jog on the spot. Use this time to roll your shoulders just to warm your arms up. Forwards and backwards. Get a bit more now. When you've done a couple of shoulder rolls, roll your arms. Next, we've got some jumping jacks. So when you do your jumping jacks, when you pull your arms down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and really use that down movement to really pull on something imaginary. I need a clock with the second hand. I think that's about 30 seconds. Hand to ankle swings. Have your feet quite a distance apart. Touch your opposite hand to opposite foot. Stretch up over the back, over your back. Just happen to loosen up the lower back. Stretch your legs a bit. If you're like me and you're a bit stiff here, just wiggle that a bit. Now I'm going to do some butt kickers. 30 seconds of butt kickers. Again, use this opportunity to warm your arms up. Pull your shoulder blades together. Imagine you're pulling down on something, tense those muscles. Walkouts next. You'll probably do about 4 in the 30 seconds. Start at one end of your mat. If you can, keep your legs straight. If not, bend your knees, no problem. Just lean over at your hips, put your hands on the floor, walk your arms out to a high plank. Use this opportunity, touch your shoulders, walk your arms back in. We'll do 4. 1. When you're tapping your shoulders, try not to rock. Just keep your hips as still as you can. If you can't do it without rocking, just stay in the plank position for a few seconds and then come back up. Last one. And then the world's greatest stretch. I've stolen this, but it is a good one. So you go down into a high plank. You put one leg to the outside of your hand. Other leg is either straight. If you can't manage it straight, put your knee on the floor. Now take this elbow next to your knee that's up, drop it to the floor, and then twist backwards. Do this a couple of times on each arm. That really grinds my back, that does. It feels lovely. Then repeat it on the other side. Drop your elbow down, put your arm up, elbow down to the floor, arm up, elbow down to the floor, arm up, and then walk yourself up. Grab a drink. Okay. So I'm going to do 4 rounds, and each round I'm going to do something a little bit different. So we'll start off on the basic one. The next round I'll show you what you could do instead of, once you've worked through. And then we'll just keep going like that. So, give yourself 10 more seconds. Then we're going to start with the squats. You all had a good day? Hope so. Right, I'm going now. So down, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Keep your feet about hip width apart. If you do struggle with this, or you want to focus a bit more on your inner thighs, turn your feet out a little bit for a sumo squat and do that. Same thing though, keep your knees over your toes. Don't bend forward. That's going to hurt your knees. Pretend you're sitting on a chair. Sometimes it can help, so you can do that. Feel free to grab a chair if you need to. Keep your core nice and tight. I think this is 9. 9. When I say keep your knees over your toes, what I mean is in a straight line, so don't put your knees forward like that. Whoop, I lost my balance then. So lean your bum back and shoot forward. Now, if you can manage it, come up onto your tiptoes when you come up. This is 13. Down, up, and down, up. Next we've got the reverse lunges. So 10 on each leg. So we feel the need to do them on one leg first, then that's fine. Oops. Keep your core nice and tight. If you start to wobble, just take a breath, stop, and then start again. Or if you don't want to do them all on one leg at once, you find me, then just do them alternate. But again, keep yourself nice and zipped up in the tummy. I think I've done one extra. It can never hurt though. Push-ups, 10 of them. So I find them easier to do a wide grip. You might want to do narrower. If you go narrower, you're going to work the back of your arms a bit more. But to just get into them and to start focusing and getting stronger, then we'll do them with a wide hand. I'm going to turn side on so you can see. Okay, so if you're on your knees, you've got a couple of options. You can come down, so you're in a tabletop sort of position, down and up. Or if you can manage it, move your arms out as far as you can so you're near enough in a full one, and then do your 10. 1, 2. Breathe in on the way up. No, going down. And use the out breath to push yourself away from the floor. 7, 8. Focus on your shoulder blades and pushing the floor away with your palms. That's 10. Arnold press. I'm not going to do it sat down. I'm going to do it stood up. You can do it any which way. Just remember to keep your core tight. Starting like this, palms facing your ears, and you push and turn your hands so that your palms are then facing in front of you. So that's 1, 2. Again, use your breath to help you. So use your breath, out breath, to push the weights away. That's 5. Keep stood nice and tall, don't arch your back. 7. Keep they call it mind to muscle. So just keep thinking about which muscles you're using and keep them nice and tense as you're going. I think that was 10. 30-second plank next. Straight down. So you've got a couple of options. I prefer to do it on my elbows, but you might want to do a high plank on your hands. Whichever one you do, really feel like you're pushing your shoulders away from the mat. So 30 seconds. I'll start now. So I'm using my elbows to really push the mat away. Keep your hips tucked under, don't stick your bum out. Feet together, feet apart, doesn't really matter. Your tummy nice and tense. Please flipping watch. We've got 5 seconds to go. Okay, nice one, that's 30 seconds. And then 30 jumping jacks. Go. Again, use your mind and muscle to focus on which muscles you're using. Keep them nice and tense. Keep your tummy tight. I've lost count. I'm going to say that was 10, 12. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Go. 1 minute rest. It's important you take your rest to get your breath back. Slow your heart rate down. Then we'll build your heart rate back up again. This helps to keep your calories burning once you finished your exercise. Doing this HIIT sort of workout. Oh. Round 2, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. So your squats, you've got 15 to do. So I'm going to incorporate the jump this time. Got about another 20 seconds. Don't forget to have a drink. Heating's probably on in your house because it's cold outside. Make sure you stay hydrated. Right, 5 seconds, then we're going with squats, and we're doing squat jumps this time if you can. If not, stick with the squats. Maybe just the normal ones, or the last 5. Maybe come up on your tiptoes if you can. And maybe even try the last one as a jump. Right, so it's the same thing again. So you're down. We're not going to do it tempo this time, just 1 up, 1 down. And you just push away from the floor and then land back in a squat. We're doing 15. See you on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One thing I forgot to mention before, make sure your knees don't cave in. So keep in mind when you go down that your knees don't do that. Keep your knees pushed out, especially on your jumps. Reverse lunges. So the next sort of step up from doing them just stepping is to do a little jump in the middle. We've got 10 on each side. I'm going to do alternate. So you go down, little jump. That's 1. Keep your core tight so you don't wobble, like me just did. 3, 4, I think that's 6. Why can't I count? 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to be a bit cheeky. Going to give myself a little 5 second break. Because some of you might be still doing the step version. God, dear me, can you tell I haven't exercised since Christmas? Whew. Push-ups next. Pardon me. So I'm going to try. I'm doing 5 on my knees. No, I'm going to do 5 full ones. And then I'm going to go to my knees. Hopefully I'll be able to do 5. Used to be able to do a lot more. Right. 5 and then 5 on my knees. Okay, that's 10. Oh dear. Right. Arnold presses. I'll give you another 5 seconds. Feel free to pause me as well if you're not. I suppose you can do that as well, can't you, if I just carry on. All right, okay, back up to here. So arms facing in and twist at the top. So this sort of training, like when you go to the gym, it's called functional because it's something you do every day, you know, reaching into the top of the cupboard to pick something up or picking a kid up. You know, it's just everyday functional movements that you do rather than just like the guys in the gym that just do biceps curls. How often in life do you end up doing that? Not very often. I think that was 10, by the way. Okay, 30-second plank. Oops, my weight's rolling away. Right, I'm gonna go on 22. Go, so 30 seconds. If you want to do it, you've got the option of doing a Superman plank. If you want to take it to the next level. I think I'm just gonna stick to both hands. Really push the floor away with your palms. Focus on those shoulders and keeping your bum under. 5 more seconds. Okay, that's it. Jumping jacks. 30 of them. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Minute rest. Much needed. So next, we'll step it up a little bit again. Stick with the first version for your first week or so, maybe even the 2 weeks. Then depending on how confident you feel at the end of the 2 weeks is whether you stick with this little thing we've put together and just take the exercises up a notch, or I don't mind just doing another lot of sort of 5 or 6 movements and we'll repeat those. Got about another 20 seconds. And then we go to squat jumps. Now this time, it's a bit of a killer. Get you on the inside of your thighs. I'm going to do squat jumps with a heel tap. 15 again. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Nice and burning. Okay, got lunges next. So I'm going to give plyo lunges a go. I might end up having to stop halfway through and go to jumps. Plyo lunge is just jumping from one knee to the other. So we've got 10 on each leg to do. If you haven't finished, pause me and then catch up. I'm going for it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whoops, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a proper burner, that is. Feels good though. Let's shake it off a bit. Push-ups next. I'm going to try full leg this time. Oh, right, sorry, just catch my breath. Right, 10 to do. My arms are done already, but we'll have a go. If you're doing try and fall and you find that you're struggling, either take it off, shake your arms out and try again, or just go down onto your knees and carry on with the however many you've got left to do. Right, I'm going to try for 10. Here I go. 5, better at those I'll get, you'll eventually be able to get chest to floor. I can't do that yet. Oh, Arnold press. Whoops. My sneaky weight has rolled away. Pardon me. So, arms by your ears, above your head, twist to the front for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep your tummy pulled in, 8, squeeze your shoulder blades, 10, 30-second plank. Right, so what can we do for this one? So on one of the exercise videos I do, they call it a plank rock, and you just sort of seesaw on your hands or elbows and your feet. So we'll give that a go, shall we? It's just helping to keep your core strong, so otherwise you'll get a bit wobbly and fall over. Again, stick with the first one if you need to. I'm going to go in 3 seconds. 1, oh actually I should probably do it this way, shouldn't I? So you can see what I'm on about. So, it's just doing a little bit of a rock like this. Again, keep your bum tucked in there, push the floor away. I've got the leg of the table just by my foot, so that's not going to help. I think that's 10 seconds gone. 20. I've lost track. I think this is coming up to 30 seconds now. Yeah, that's 30 seconds. Nice work, everyone. 30 jumping jacks. And that's the third one done. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you're doing the pull, you could really, if you're feeling it, if you are feeling that you are pulling, I really feel it here. Feels good. 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Shouldn't have worn this top. I think I'm blending into one colour. Okay, minute rest. So I'm going to offer you different options this time. So there probably are ways to improve the lunges, etc. The plyo lunge I think is about as hard as we want to go. But for the squats, you might have a resistance band at home. These are really good to make sure that your legs, your knees don't cave in like I was talking about before. So for this round, I'm just going to go squat and up on my tiptoes, so down for 3, up for 1. So stick with it whichever level you want to do. If you're still doing standard lunges, again maybe try your last 2 as a jump, or your last 2 as a tiptoe one. Got 5 seconds left. So I'm going to do 15 slow with my band. You keep your legs stretched to the outside of the band to stop your knees caving in. Okay, off we go. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your bum. 1. Should have said that one right at the front start, shouldn't I? So when you come up, oh, I was doing tiptoes, wasn't I? So when you come up, really squeeze your bum. And when you get to this point, push the floor away with your heels to get you up out of the squat. I think that's 6. 7. I will become better at this talking and counting business. I've got my fingers at this one. This one's 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. if you struggle with the lunges, which I do sometimes if my knees aren't feeling brilliant, and I saw this the other day, which looks quite interesting. Best to do it barefoot, well, with socks, or maybe get a tea towel or something. Vicky, you've done these before, I think. I'm going to be able to slip well enough. One sec, sorry. Get a towel just in case. And they're like little sliders. So the other day I said to Mand to maybe do a side skater, either step it or jump, keeping your knees bent, knees flexed. Or you've got the option to do these. So we've got 10 on each leg. So keep your legs bent and do a slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's a burner. 10. And again, don't let your leg cave in. Keep your back straight, knees bent, as though you're doing a squat again. 10 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beauty with these is you can go as far or as little as you want, but you've still got to use the muscle on the inside of your leg to drag your leg back in again. So you could go really far, and then you've got to put yourself back in. It's a bit challenging. Push-ups next. Everyone loves push-up. Bear with me guys, sorry. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. Right, push-ups. This time I'm going to do a narrow arm, which are killers, so I'm going to go on my knees. By doing a narrow grip, keep your elbows in, you'll work your triceps as well. So, narrow, you want your arms, your hands rather, under your shoulders. Keep your elbows in. I'm going to headbutt that weight and just move that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my nose on the floor then. 6, 7. Don't forget to use your out breath to help you push up. 8, 9, 10. So what we could also do as a progression on from the normal push-ups is hand release ones. So you can do these at any stage. So if you're on your knees still, you go down, take your hands off the floor and then push away. But be careful that you don't, when you've done your push-up and released your hands, be careful you don't let your bum lead you back up again. So do your push-up, take your hands off, and then you've got to use your arms to push yourself back up again. They're tough, they are. Arnold press. First time I did this, I had the weight too heavy. And I feel like this is a bit too light, but I'll get it eventually. Okay, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whoops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30-second plank, everyone's favourite. We could do side planks this time. So I'm going to have my back to you at some point. So we'll start off with my back to you. So 15 seconds on each side. So lie in a straight line. So you can either, probably best to have your elbow down. You can either have your legs split like that, and you can come up, or you can stack them. And then you just do, push your hips away from the floor, and then hold the position. We're going in 5 seconds. I'm going to show you what I'm on about. Okay, so you push away from the floor, and you hold this for 15. You can drop your hips as a bit of an added extra if you like. Don't forget you've got the option to have your legs one in front of the other if you need that bit more stability. Do another 5 seconds. Make sure you don't let your hips drop. Just hold them up. Then switch sides. Keep as though someone's got a puppet rope tied to your waist and pulling you up to the ceiling. And again, if you want to, you can do a little drop. You can just really feel your obliques, these parts of your waist really being used. Help give us that nice curvy waist. We'll do another 5 seconds if you can, because again, I've lost count. Okay, that's 5. Jumping jacks, 30 of them. Then we've got the finisher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Minute rest. Right, so the finisher, I'm going to do the one that me and Amanda and Hazel did the other day. So it's an EMOM, E-M-O-M, which basically just stands for every minute on the minute. We're only going to do 3 minutes though. And usually you'd use this as a whole sort of exercise class. So you'd have sort of maybe 5 moves. And you'd do them all every minute on the minute. You'd rotate it. Then you'd go back and start it again. We're just going to do the last 3 minutes to try and get rid of everything we've got left. So, first one's burpees. So you've got the option of stepping it out. So you go down to the floor, one leg out, one leg out, one leg back in, and stand up. Another option, down, down, in, and a jump, whichever you feel comfortable with. The other option is your normal burping with a jump at the end. Or then you've got the full burpee or your hand release, and then you jump up again, but again, try not to let your bum lead it. We'll give ourselves another 5 seconds. So, actually, let's get round to the minute, and I'll be able to keep track of it a bit better, I hope. Very hot. The second minute we're going to do is squats. So you've got 15 squats to do in a minute. And then the last one is 20 push-ups in a minute. So if you finish it all in the first 20 seconds, brilliant, you've got 40 seconds rest. Then we start the next one dead on the next minute. If you take 50 minutes to do your 50 seconds rather to do your burpees, you've only got 10 seconds before your next lot of exercises. Oh, we've gone round. I'll give you another 40 seconds. Too busy talking. So with your squats, where am I? Got 30 seconds. So with your squats, you can do your normal squats for 15. What did I say? 15? Yeah. You can do your squat jumps, or you can do a squat tuck for 15. Completely up to you guys. 15 seconds to do 15 burpees as quick as you can before you've got to move on to your 15 squats. So sometimes it's easier to do the harder version because they're quicker. So you get more of a rest. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 30 seconds. 10, 11, 12, 13. Crikey. 14, 15. 10 seconds. 5, 15. A minute to do one. 50 seconds left. Oh, 30 seconds left. Holy moly. Feel a bit sick. 15 seconds. Push-ups. I put 20, I think that's a bit optimistic. Do as many as you can. If you can do 20, brilliant. Get on my knees, right, go. Seconds left. I think I'm doing 10 and 10. No, I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time-wise, you're halfway. Need to take a break, child's pose, shake it off, back in, I've got 5 left. Oh dear, and that's it, stop. Oh man, don't get as knackered as I am, and as pink as I am. Yeah, pretty good match. Cool down next. We'll just leave this minute, and then I may do a cool down. So doing your cool down, it's good to hold your stretches as long as you can. I know it might feel like it's a bit boring, but it's really important to do it. And I know it's quite tempting at the minute to really pant. But breathe in and out as slow as you can. Slows your heart rate down, and then you'll find that the fitter you get, the quicker you'll recover and get your breath back sooner. Oh.
You're moving to a new track. Get YouTube Music Premium for playlists that keep...
Free YouTube music. So I don't get told off if I do put this on YouTube. Oh, right, okay. Cool down. So I'm going to do quads first, whichever way you find easy. So you've got the option, keep your knees together, push your hips forward, pull your foot in towards your bum and hold it. The other option is to lie down, all in a straight line. And then again, the same sort of thing. Knees together, hips push forward, pull your leg in. Or if you want a bit of a break, still doing the same stretch, but lie on the floor. Push your hips in the floor, knees together. It's exactly the same stretch. And hold it for about 15 seconds. Deep breaths, don't hold your breath. Swap over. Deep breaths in and out. Keep your knees together, hips push forward. Just making sure that blood doesn't spit and pool in your muscles. Helps to ease your DOMs. Not that you'd know. Next one is your glute stretch. A couple of different options. So if I sit this way, hopefully you'll see. Actually, so if you lie back, this is option 1. Lie down. Keep one knee up like that. The other knee, you take your ankle on your knee Put your hands through the gap and then pull your leg towards you. Use this elbow to push your knee away from you. You'll be able to feel that. If I stop there, you'll be able to feel that all down your bum. The other option that I like to do is to do the same position. Let's sit up doing it. You can really scooch yourself in and do a chest stretch at the same time. And I find it's just easier to push the opposite knee away doing it sat up. So hold for about 15 seconds. Nice bum stretch. Just give your head a bit of a roll. Okay, so if you're in this position, if you can, just take your leg off. If not, step your leg out, take it over, put your other one back on, and scooch yourself back in again. If you're on the floor doing it, just gently release your leg that's over the top and put your other one over the other knee and hold for about 15. Really didn't want to do this tonight, but I'm glad I did. As Joe Wick says, you never regret a workout. A nice shower and I've got burritos for dinner. Lovely. Okay, next. Your inner thighs and your hamstrings. So sit, spread eagle, tuck one leg in and lean towards your toe. Keep this leg on the floor. Go as far as you can. So if that's where you can reach, brilliant. If you can go a bit further, great. Touch your leg, touch your foot.
Some things are hard to explain.
These free adverts.
They say,
and hold for about 15.
Thanks to Kate's comprehensive.
Then let go, walk your hands back in. Switch your legs over. Same on the other leg. You might find you more flexible one leg to the other. Whatever you do, keep this back straight. Sorry, I forgot to say before, don't hunch over. So if you can't reach your ankle, don't worry, just as long as you've got your back up. The way to help keep your back up is to really, as though you're pushing your bum out from underneath you. That'll help. Five more seconds. I didn't do this one last time, but this helps as well. The pigeon pose, they call it. So to have your front leg at 90 degree and your back leg out, and then just fold forward over your front leg. That just stretches your inner groin, so those squats we were doing, that's going to help open your hips up and keep your hips nice and mobile. Just roll your head around so that you're not all tense through your neck. Okay, switch sides. So when if you're doing anything else on your own, when you do your warm-up, you need dynamic warm-up, dynamic stretches to start with. So stretches that you move with, like your walkouts for instance. And that's a really good warm-up stretch. And then when you do your cool down, you need static stretches, so where you don't move, you just hold the position. So on your dynamic ones, you're warming your muscles up, but on your static, you're cooling them down, but just letting the blood flow still. Okay, that's that one. What have we got left? Arms. So sit on your heels, one arm across the other. Again, use this opportunity to roll your head. Oh. Another 5 seconds and we'll switch. It's so tempting to skip your cool down, but don't if you've got the time. If you haven't got the time, cut down your workout a little bit. Maybe don't do so many, if you're doing this one, don't do so many on the on the minute. Mind you, you wouldn't know that until you've done it all, would you? I'm a dead clever me. So we did a narrow hand push up. If you did, well, even if you didn't, we've done some overhead presses, so stretch the back of your triceps, the back of your arms. Stretch as far down your back as you can. And flip over. So all the way through these workouts, try and keep your form as high as you can. So if it means when you're doing lunges and things you don't get all the way to the floor, you just go a little way, as long as you're keeping yourself zipped up, your back straight, you're not caving in, you're not letting your knees go, that's better than doing the full movement badly, because you're only going to hurt yourself. Next stretch, cactus pose they call it on this app I use. I call it don't shoot, I think mine's better. Just really pull your shoulder blades back, push your arms away with this muscle here. Hold for another 5. And then last but not least, oh, now we're doing downward dog. Up into a downward dog. So, keep your legs straight if you can, and heels on the floor. If not, just alternate your heels going down one by one, just to stretch out your hamstrings. If you can, keep both hands on the floor, both feet on the floor, great. Push your floor away with your arms. Hold for another 10. And then the last one, child's pose, nice and easy. Okay, so down into child's pose, which is basically just lying with your bum on your heels. So sort of fold your toes in, you can probably just see through the gap there. Sit back on your heels. Push your arms away, so I tend to put my palms into the mat and use the mat to pull my arms away. Or you can do like a spider claw with your fingers to try and get further away. And hold that for about 5 seconds. Actually, let's do 10 because it's nice. And then walk your arms to one side, keeping your hips straight forward, just turn your body. And then you'll feel that stretch all down the side. Sound effects from the dog. Hope it's not too off-putting. At least I did it without his help this time. Walk your arms back to the middle, round to the other side. I can hear his nose snuffling at the floor. Then back to centre, and then just chill there until you want to get up, which might be tomorrow. And that's it. So hopefully that's okay, hopefully that's recorded and I don't have to do it again. Oh, that's 48 minutes. So we did have a bit of faffing around, but so hopefully 45 minutes will be a decent session. If not, you'll have to cut it down to 3 of the sets rather than doing the 4. I'll leave it up to you guys, but see you again next time. So it'll be a live one on Monday, but this is for you guys if you just want to do it alongside me when I'm not there. See you later, bye.